What up? What up? What up, you guys? It's Blackwing 2040. Welcome back to the DC Animated Universe Marathon, where Tex and I go through the iconic as well as some of our favorite episodes of the DC Animated Universe. So today we're doing an episode that kind of pays tribute to Batman's legacy and the history of Batman as a whole. So the episode is titled Legends of the Dark Knight. I've only seen this episode once. Tex, what's your experience with this episode? If you haven't seen it, what do you know about the episode?
I've only seen the segment that is a clear parody or a homage to the Dark Knight Returns. But other than that, it's been a very long time.
Yeah, that's basically what this episode is. It pays homages and tributes to like Batman's history, like back in the 40s, where the drawings by Bill Finger used to know when Batman had those big eyes and Robin had that kind of those serious eyes when he had the mask on and the campy looking style. I remember there's, of course, yeah, like you said, there was a little homage to the Dark Knight Returns. I don't know if there was more or that was it, but those are the only two portions that stick out like a sore thumb. Maybe there was another segment, but I don't think so.
Okay.
But we've done our fair share of introductions on this episode, so let's get this party started. And if you're watching this episode along with us, we're about to start the episode in 3, 2, 1. It's funny how you never would expect an episode called, well, not called Legends of the Dark Knight. You never expect that episode to give you like a little homages of Batman right in the middle of a show like the new Batman Adventures.
Oh yeah. And I didn't even get any of these references as a kid.
I kind of got them, but of course, one of the things you're going to notice, guys, if you're watching this episode with us, there's a side character in this episode that looks almost familiar to a particular Robin in The Dark Knight Returns. And we're gonna get to that once that character shows up. Can't believe we're almost done with the show, Tex. We're literally just the final few episodes.
I can't believe it either, honestly.
It took 7 months. Whew, what a crazy 7 months it's been.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been worth the ride.
Yeah, it's been a good run. Yeah, Legends of the Dark Knight. With acknowledgement works of Bill Finger, Frank Miller, and Bob Kane. Mm-hmm.
I think I remember. Oh, okay. That was the name. Okay.
And the kid's name is Carrie. Wow.
Okay, so it's just it's just the character then. This episode, if the plot's what I think it is, this reminds me of that one. What was the name of the film? I think it was like it came out during the Nolan films. It was animated. Was it Gotham Knight?
Uh,
I think
yeah, Gotham Knight.
I think it was an anthology. I think the first episode was a bunch of kids telling completely radical stories about when they saw that
Yo,
one was
how
a robot,
Batman was a
one
robot,
vampire.
how Batman's just like a.
That was probably the first anthology film I ever saw as a kid. I really loved it.
It was interesting.
So is Carrie Kelly the only one of these kids that's actually has a background? I mean, he looks kind of like a chubby, smaller Tim Drake. So
I like how this kid said, like, my uncle knows Batman. He said he's really nice.
I've seen that meme is run this up to the ground. My dad works at Xbox. He works at Microsoft. You know.
And here's our first anthology segment. Yep, that art style. That's that Bill Finger art style.
I actually really dig it.
The look on his face. It has that comic book feel to it. I like it.
Brave and the Bold vibes, even. Okay, so even back then, they were kind of making fun of classic.
They were making fun of the dialogue of like, yes, they did. They said that back in the 40s.
I would definitely say that myself if I lived in Gotham.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Well, what's the point of having a lock? I just. Oh yeah, that's definitely that's that classic Joker.
Yep,
He
that
had a
classic.
straight triangle look, man. That was the Joker that used to appear in the Batman Scooby Doo crossovers, man. I remember that. This is the Joker that Batman Brave and the Bold's Joker was definitely based off on, right?
Yep, just by looking up the look of the face. Yep.
I actually dig it, but this gives more like a crime boss feel to the Joker, not just crazy.
I guess this gives me clown, just straight
I
up
get that.
clown.
I'm just see. All I can hear is Brave and the Bold's voice now. I can't I can't like hear anything else.
He just made one little twang on the ukulele, and he was like, "Well."
I mean, it was very extravagant. I gotta give him that. Jolly good show.
Okay, that was funny.
Surprised we haven't said you know who yet. Oh,
Of course.
okay. Nice use of the ukulele. Oh, here it goes. See, I can only hear Batman Brave and the Bold's voice now. I don't know, just his style. The hammers of justice are coming for you, Joker.
Wow. And of
Thank
course,
you.
them making notes about each other in the middle. The cheesy, cliche, cheap, corny, or not corny, campy style Batman.
I kind of
Like,
love it, just like in its own little set. I wouldn't want a whole show, but I kind of like watching it here.
yeah, it works here, but not. I wouldn't want a whole show about it.
Jesus, Molly about that clown. Man.
I know that had to be like a '60s reference.
Are they gonna shake at the end of this? Are they shake hands at the end of this like segment?
I feel like they will.
Classic Dick Grayson, like really classic. Gee, Willikers Batman.
I'm like, holy cow, Batman! Ooh, that weird angle of Robin just coming into the side. It's just.
Ooh.
Wow.
I definitely remember this episode differently.
Oh, we cut to commercial here.
Oh, very nice segue.
Interesting. Is that a giant piano? Yes, it is.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised.
Very campy. The line delivery of that. Roll, Robin.
Always something behind him.
And you thought that could hold him?
We're free, old chum.
Like that's gonna work. Well, then again. Uh-oh. Nice try, clown. Ooh,
he'd be dead.
that's gotta hurt.
There goes his spine. Now this is just classic Nonsense. That's beautiful. That's just not how that would work, but beautiful. Did you see how his face slid into
Always
frame?
like, what's the constant shot of Robin peeking his head to the side like that?
It just looks so funny to me. I kind of love it. How? And I can even looking at this museum. I didn't notice there were so many just large size instruments. I guess somebody made this. I'm gonna run straight, obviously, instead of just running to the side. That is so goofy. That's great.
See, stuff like this would definitely only fly in 40s comics.
Give me the handshake, man. Give me the handshake.
Oh, come on.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'll look at slides in. Well,
yeah.
That's what I like to see.
And he said, "Old chum."
Oh, you love to see it. Beautiful. I mean, it still happened. Maybe not that exactly that way.
That's
come on.
Perfect accuracy of what a 60s Batman story would be like.
I genuinely enjoyed that a lot. Oh, I've seen this kid memed a lot. Is that supposed to be like a Joel Schumacher reference? Somebody told me that.
I think so. I think
because it's like he's the one who put in all the specific outfits back in the day.
Like that's gotta be a Joel Schumacher. Not actually. Let me see. And they just have a flashlight with the bat symbol on it.
That is so. I mean, I guess I can see that being sold. If I was like a toy guy in Gotham, I would definitely sell mini bat signals. Oh, okay. She's the one that tells the Dark Knight Returns story.
Yep. And here's the Dark Knight Returns.
Robin's a girl. Like if I saw Tim or Dick, that's my last example. Like a girl, like Dick especially, he's a grown-up man. But Tim, I don't know. Oh, here it goes. Frank Miller Batman. He's just tearing through walls.
You gotta like the animation style that they used here on him.
They definitely try to give like that sense of style to it. I actually like. No, I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I never did like wide Batman, but this is nice.
And you saw how the way they animated him in whatchamacallit in that Batmite episode.
Oh yeah, he looked like a gorilla. Like he was hunched over and everything. Well, they even got how the mutants talk.
My name is Rob. My name is Don.
These two. That's why I've seen these two memed so much. They might as well just be characters, man. I always hated the mutants. I never got what they were. Were they just a gang?
I never understood them at all.
Yeah, it's like, were they just a gang? Because like some of them clearly have like sharp teeth and what like he does. So what's up with that?
Like, why? What's the point of calling them mutants? Like, they're not abnormal human beings.
Yeah, that's just a gang name. I don't know. I never really caught that.
Yes.
See, that's not a bat movie though. I'm talking about a bat
tank.
I refuse to call it that. That is a bat, just War Machine. Like, look at it. It's ridiculous.
I think that's Ron Perlman's voice too.
I think it is. Okay, I knew because somebody told me like one time Ron Perlman had voiced Batman, but it was like once. I'm guessing it was this.
This definitely has.
Jesus, he blew that guy up.
I'm pulling up the notes of the episode right
rubber
now.
bullets. Okay, whatever. And like they had to clarify. Yeah, we're not killing him. It's okay. How did he drive that here? Like he dropped that on the street.
Oh wait, no, it's Michael Ironside. He voiced the voice of Darkseid.
Oh, they do.
But it almost sounded like Ron Perlman.
Now that you bring it up, those two do sound pretty similar. So I get that.
See, animation like this, like that, like right here, works perfectly in like an episode of Samurai Jack. I think this probably. I wonder if Gendy got his inspiration from this episode.
I won't be surprised. I kind of dig it. I can see where the style would come from.
I kill you. I eat your heart. Just give him an Austrian accent. You got yourself Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good crazy, man. It's That's a very nice lighting on him.
Wow. Oof.
It's so funny. This fight has been animated twice now.
Right?
I guess in the grand scheme, I can see why it's an iconic Batman fight. It's just, I guess the mutant leader just isn't like, he's not that big or popular. Does he say
Yep.
the operating table line? I wonder if he says it.
No, he didn't say
He,
it.
he doesn't. Okay, that's kind of sad. That's like one of the only things I liked about the fight.
Uh-oh. Rolling in the mud.
I kill you now, and got the. I hear he talks. He talks like a Neanderthal.
Oh, cut the
Oh, another
commercial.
commercial. Okay, these commercials. Okay, that wasn't it wasn't as smooth as the last one. I'll say that. I could never play possum and get
In
drowned. Man.
mud.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Good on Bruce, man.
Right here, buddy boy.
That's a good shot. He looks like
He
Clayface.
does.
These two they commentary. I actually kind of like him too. Dusted.
He dusted.
This isn't the mud pool, son. Oh, he is. Is he gonna say it? There it goes.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he
did
does
say
say
it.
it. Okay. It's that line is so Frank Miller, and I'm the surgeon. Yeah, that line is so Frank Miller. It hurts, bro.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. This is where it ends because he can't keep beating him down. Okay, yeah.
Cause
Frank Miller had that man destroyed.
uh-oh.
That's Superman.
That can't be because
It
Superman
didn't like
doesn't
it. It just looked like he was. It looked like he was straight up flying. That's why I was like, I haven't seen this episode, so I don't know. Maybe it's a twitch or something. But that's insane to me.
it was the detailing of the cape. I'm like, that's not Superman.
Yeah, you're right. It's just how he was flying to me. Like, it looked like a glide.
These kids are so where's that fourth kid? Joey.
Joey, he was a reference, man. We don't need him anymore. He was there for the one joke. We don't need Joey anymore.
Stumbling in places that you shouldn't be. Firefly.
Oh, okay, that's why he was flying. But he didn't. Okay, fine. He doesn't have a cape. They chose to fake us out. Okay, how? Okay, the answer for
That is not going to get that much distance in that sky.
That's on me. I shouldn't have asked. They've been showing it off so much. Of course, that's what they're going to use.
Uh-oh.
Is this the first time we've ever seen Firefly?
No,
he appeared in BTS, like the original seasons.
He first appeared in this version of the series in that episode of Torch Song.
Oh, so we just didn't watch it. Okay, cool. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I'm always biased. My favorite Firefly is the Batman.
Yep, so. The Batman.
Speaking of.
No, he did not. Oh, I also just realized no side help.
I get it. They didn't have space for it.
Nope. The one episode, there's no sidekicks, no Robin, no Batgirl, no Nightwing.
No, man, you want to count Carrie, and all she did, except she just looked in her little dream sequence. So,
Yep. I found that weapon to be cool, a flaming lightsaber.
That actually does look really cool. I kind of wish he uses it more. I don't know if he does. Wow, okay. Maybe that's why it's not cool. That made it a lot less cool now.
You start swinging it, and he just pulls out a little mini fire extinguisher.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Yeah, it's not as cool as I thought it was. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
I thought they died. Oh my god.
That would have killed them.
That explosion looked like it was directly on them. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
jeez.
I'm about to say, why are you so calm? I don't. That looked like the remote control batarangs from freaking the Arkham games.
Making a bigger mess. Sheesh. Move it, kid. Move it.
I'm about to say, yeah, come on, man. What you doing? This ain't, come on. This
Sheesh.
isn't a spectator sport.
Wow.
That's kind of dangerous. I don't know. Above the fire.
The fact that Harvey was smiling.
Man, who made the 911 on this? You telling me that it's not Batman? It's just the kids?
Yep.
Kind of weird. It's okay. That's nice. Thought I saw flames.
Oh my gosh.
He's Batman.
And that's the end of that episode.
I definitely remember this episode differently. I thought it was like 4 shorts, but for it to be just 2,
I guess it was only 2.
I mean, it's nice because for it to be 2 shorts that are kind of like on the opposite spectrum of what we think of Batman. Like one's like the over the edge, and the other one's like over the cap. I liked it.
It makes sense. But let me see, because I'm looking at the cast list. Gary Owens, the voice of Space Ghost. He voiced 50s Batman. God.
I heard that name years.
That makes sense.
Coast to coast.
That actually makes sense because
he has that kind of voice.
Yeah, he has that old school cartoon Hanna-Barbera kind of voice. Rest in peace. He's legendary.
Yes.
Michael Ironside did the voice of 80s Batman, or Frank Miller Batman. I want to be specific.
That's all
I'm trying to see. Okay, yes. Okay, so between the second and third story, the kids meet Joel, who stands in front of a thrift store called Shoemaker. He thinks of a Batman with tight rubber armor. Hold on, let me finish this. And a Batmobile that can drive up walls. The boys, in his opinion on Batman, are not so subtle, and a nod to Joel Schumacher's
that's nice.
That's very good.
I mean, it didn't seem mean-spirited, which made it a bit better. You know,
that was very good.
Just a nice little like, oh yeah, that's Joel for you. That's how he sees Batman.
I'm like, that is very good. And the way how he's flaunting with the clothes in the front of the store, I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that was a Joel Schumacher reference. I didn't catch it when the first time I saw this episode, but it makes sense now.
I only thought about it because I'm like, oh, Joel. That's such a, I don't know. All the names, you choose one of the names that's like a Batman director. Or maybe I've just seen, who knows. Maybe I just remember in the back of my mind of a comment section mentioning it.
I mean, they couldn't use Tim.
Oh, yeah.
They couldn't use Tim Burton. But, man, actually, okay, so yeah, the episode, it's not bad. I like it. It highlights, 2 specific eras of Batman's history, the campiness and the dark era of Frank Miller, but I liked it. I really did. And
it all kind of comes together with the ending because it's like the best of both.
Yep. But it's still a good episode. For what it was, I liked it. And also, we didn't get any sidekicks. All we had was like 50s Robin and Carrie Kelly Robin in those anthology stories, but we didn't get nobody else from the Bat family at all, which is interesting.
I'm okay with that because what kind of episode this was, but I would have expected at least Tim because the whole, Robin's a girl. Maybe Tim can be like, I look a girl to you.
Yep.
That would have been funny. But, all together, it was a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it.
Yep. So, anyway, guys, that's our commentary on the episode Legends of the Dark Knight. A solid and fun, just a little chill, fun episode of Batman's history with a few nods to directors, the films, the comics. It was great. It was really great. So, Tex, where can everybody find you?
As always, guys, you can find me at the Detective on YouTube and Twitter.
And as always, guys, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. Sheesh, I didn't finish my sentence there. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch at Blackwing2040. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click the bell to be notified whenever I go live or whenever a new video goes up. But until then, guys, you all have a great one. I am Vengeance. I am Darkness. I am Blackwing. Stay golden.